Welcome to today's video, guys. I'm in the city of Cebu. Now it's quite a ways away from my hotel. It's about 45 minutes drive from where I'm staying in Mactan. So I don't really have a lot of time here. But I thought that for the 2 full days that I do have here, I would show you around some of Cebu's best and must-see spots. And for the second day, we'll get onto that later in the video. But for right now, we are standing at the Heritage of Cebu monument. Now just a quick Google search tells me that this is an artifact that basically shows some of Cebu's significant points in their history. And pretty much what it says showcases key moments like the Battle of Mactan, the baptism of Raja Humabon, and the canonization of Pedro Calungsod. Now I don't know who these people are, but if you do know, let me know in the comments. But let's take you around and then we'll move on to our next destination. I just wanted to make a little PSA while I'm still out here traveling Cebu. And the mistake that I made when planning is a lot of these places, these artifacts, these landmarks are very religiously centered, which often means that they have a strict policy on modesty. Now, the only issue with this is I'm a tourist and I haven't acclimated to the weather. So it's like 27, 28 degrees and they want you to wear jeans and long sleeve shirts. So I just respectfully said, no thank you, and walked on. So we are gonna do something even scarier than exploring Cebu City all on your own. We're gonna get a haircut here in Philippines because my hair is looking kind of worn. And it's been a good, I think, week and a half since I got one. And the price of the haircuts here is about the same price as a bottle of water. So with that being said, we're like 3 minutes away from the barbershop. We're gonna walk there now and I'll show you what my experience is like. Hopefully they don't mess up my hair. Alright, so like I told you, it's the scariest thing I've ever done. Forget solo traveling Philippines. Getting a haircut is even scarier. So Kuya, this is my my normal haircut. Mid skin fade lang. Yeah? Yung top konti lang. Speaking English, Kuya, does it give you a nosebleed, yeah? Same with me and Tagalog. Tagalog gives me nosebleeds. So we're just about finishing up. What do you think? It's pretty nice, pretty solid. So yeah, obviously the barbers in the UK, you have to pay extra to get this kind of treatment. Okay, so right now I'm actually getting a quick massage. Kuya, do you always give a massage after the haircut?
Yeah.
Ah, that's pretty cool. Again, not much of a massage, but Just kind of a patting down, I guess. Still cool though. So I just finished a haircut in Brad's Barbers here in Cebu City. They have multiple locations in Cebu, but I just chose something that was convenient and close to where all the artifacts were, and I don't regret it. This costed a whopping 200 pesos for a haircut like this. And one thing I will say is, in the Philippines or in Asia, it seems like they are very precise with their scissors. Their scissor cutting felt more like a salon than it did a barber. Because when I asked about, getting a mid-skin fade, there was a little bit of hesitancy as to what that was. So I had to show some pictures. And I reckon he got as close as he could to replicating what my normal haircut is. Now I would like it a bit closer to the skin. But can you really complain? 200 pesos, I'll put the price of it down here. But yeah, I'd like to say it's about the same price as a bottle of water in the UK. And man, I'm so impressed. I couldn't complain. Okay, so we're hitting our first bump in the road. Pretty much situation is, the places that I want to go to are very high in the mountains. And to get a taxi from there is quite impossible. So you kind of have to negotiate with your drivers to stay with you for as long as you want. Only caveat is that they can pretty much charge what they want. And I managed to get a journey from here to the Temple of Leia up in the mountains, as well as a place called Sirao Gardens, and finishing off at a place called Tops. Now this is the very, very peak of the mountain, and we will return back to Cebu City in a couple of hours for the price of 2,500, which in my opinion I think is pretty good, because a lot of these places were charging 3, 5, 4 grand, and in equivalent to pounds it's probably close to 50 quid. And I didn't want to take that risk, but now I kind of realized that I should have just gone with, these tour packages that offer everything as a whole day trip. So yeah, lesson learned.
Open niya?
Open my Friday pa, sir.
Friday?
Oh, na may mga artist pa.
Kuya, so sarado po yan? Yung Temple of Leia, sarado?
May event, sir. May event na
Event. Okay. Kuya, sa Tops, may bangko pa dyan?
Bangko?
Yeah, para ipalitan.
Doon na tayo sa city, pagbalik.
As you just heard in the car, the Temple of Leia is actually closed today due to an unforeseen event happening there. And I didn't know about this because Google Maps ultimately told me that it was open all day. So, yeah, again, bad luck. It happens. You got to move on. But the situation didn't get any better, to my surprise. Not really surprised at this point, because stuff always happens when I travel, and it's kind of inevitable. Situation is, I moved on to my next destination that we are currently at, called Sirao Gardens, and it's very, very nice here, I must admit. Only issue is the entrance fee for the place is about 100 pesos, and I had about 3,000 pesos in cash. Now I had more than enough money to pay the driver, because we kind of negotiated that he would stay with me here and drop me off back to Cebu City, because currently I'm in the mountains, for a total of 2,500 pesos, and I was completely fine with that until I saw a rip in my banknote. Let me see if I can show you guys now, because honestly, my luck, it doesn't get any better, lads. It really doesn't. Here we go. So this is the 1,000 pesos that I got in change while trying to break my banknote. And it's got a massive flipping rip in it. It looks like somebody took a bite out of it, and now it's obviously no longer usable, which brings me down to 2,000 pesos in cash. And it isn't an ideal situation. Actually, it's 1,900 pesos now. So I've got no money to pay the driver and I don't know what to do. We're stuck in the middle of the mountains. It goes from bad to worse, honestly. It goes from bad to worse. But I think the thing in life is you just have to adjust. I spoke to the driver and he was kind of okay with it. He said that we can take a trip to the bank to maybe get the note swapped out. But yeah, so far, unlucky, man. Unlucky. Anyway, let's try to enjoy this beautiful view as it seems we might be stuck here, lads.
Sun is falling, speed in the black. Nobody driving.
As stress-inducing as this whole experience has been, I gotta say, there are worse places to be stuck in. And yeah, I'm trying not to think too much about the situation after what happens here. But gotta say, I'm enjoying it so far. It's beautiful out here. This is kind of what I imagine heaven to look like. And who knows, maybe I jump off this mountain and get there the fast track way, you know, because there's no way I'm getting downhill by a grab. Okay guys, I've dug myself an even deeper hole. I've decided to continue my travels here in Cebu, and I ventured into even more higher points in the mountains of Cebu. I've just arrived to a place called Tops, and the entrance fee was about 150 pesos. So it's less than £1 to get in. And you guys can let me know, is this view worth less than £1? It's pretty amazing if you ask me. I am gonna be in severe debt to this driver, and I really don't know what the outcome of this situation is gonna be. But fuck it. I'm living the experience right now. It's absolutely beautiful over here, and we've caught it just in time. Perfect timing for the sunset. I think it's coming up to about 5:30ish. Sunset's at about 6. So perfect timing, as I've said. I'm just standing here, yeah. And look at how beautiful this is. Obviously it's very busy and everybody's coming here for the same reason, but I can see why. This is one of the main attractions of Cebu, and if you are here, definitely do not miss out on this place. Top Cebu, definitely top of my list. Yeah, that was a bad pun.
We're in the back to the end of the world.
I was gonna go into the buildings over there, and I don't know if you can see, but there are people hanging about on the balcony area over there. But the only caveat to that is there's a small entrance fee of about 50 pesos, and I didn't know whether I was willing to pay it. And I kind of thought to myself, why waste the view? This is the perfect place to end off today's video. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Let's take a look at this view one last time, and then we'll sign you guys out. Beautiful, man. So that's gonna do it here from me today. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. I'll let you guys know whether I made it back safe and sound to my hotel in tomorrow's video when we go on a full day trip to Bohol. I have a 1-day full itinerary return trip and I'm excited, man. But I'm gonna go enjoy this view for a couple more minutes and then we'll make our way back. Good night, guys. Take care from Cebu City. Okay, so the video's not over just yet. I actually found a way to get back to Cebu City straight from Tops via the Tops transfer service. I think you pay like 50 pesos to get basically down the mountain, and I definitely recommend you guys do this if you are planning to visit Cebu, because it'll run you a hell of a lot cheaper. So with that being said, I'm going to make my own way back to Cebu, and then I will book a Grab from there, and hopefully everything will sort itself out. But yeah, that is the actual end of the video, I hope.